A football pitch is the playing surface for the game of association football. Its dimensions and markings are defined by one of the laws of the game. The field of play. The pitch is typically made of natural turf or artificial turf. Although amateur and recreational teams often play on dirt fields, artificial surfaces must be green in color. All line markings on the pitch form part of the area which they define. For example, a ball on or above the touchline is still on the field of play, and a foul committed over the line bounding the penalty area results in a penalty. Therefore, a ball must completely cross the touchline to be out of play, and a ball must wholly cross the goal line before a goal is scored. If any part of the ball is still on or above the line, the ball is still in play. The field descriptions that apply to adult matches are described below. Because of the role of the British football associations in the history of the game, the dimensions of the field of play were originally formulated and expressed in imperial units. Since 1997, the laws of the game have preferred metric units, with imperial equivalents given only in brackets, because the actual values have, in general, not changed since the early 20th century. They tend to be round numbers in imperial units. Use of the imperial values remains common, especially in the United Kingdom. The pitch is rectangular in shape. The longer sides are called touch lines, and the shorter sides are called the goal lines. The two goal lines must be between 45 and 90 meters. The corners of the pitch are marked by corner flags. For international matches, the field dimensions are more tightly constrained. The goal lines must be between 64 and 75 meters wide, and the touchlines must be between 100 and 110 meters long. Although the term goal line is often taken to mean only that part of the line between the goal posts, in fact it refers to the complete line at either end of the pitch, from one corner flag to the other. In contrast, the term byline is often used to refer to that portion of the goal line outside the goal posts. This term is commonly used in football commentaries and match descriptions, such as this example from a BBC match report. Udesa gets to the left byline and his looping cross is cleared. Goals are placed at the center of each goal line. These consist of two upright posts placed equidistant from the corner flag posts, joined at the top by a horizontal crossbar. The inner edges of the posts must be 7.32 meters. Nets are usually placed behind the goal, though are not required by the laws. Goal posts and crossbars must be white and made of wood, metal or other approved material. Rules regarding the shape of goal posts and crossbars are somewhat more lenient, but they must conform to a shape that does not pose a threat to players. Since the beginning of football there have always been goal posts, but the crossbar was not invented until 1875, before which a string between the goal posts was used. A goal is scored when the ball crosses the goal line between the goal posts and beneath the crossbar, even if a defending player last touched the ball before it crossed the goal line. A goal may, however, be ruled illegal if the player who scored or a member of their team commits an offense under any of the laws between the time the ball was previously out of play and the goal being scored. It is also deemed void if a player on the opposing team commits an offense before the ball has passed the line, as in the case of fouls being committed, a penalty awarded but the ball continued on a path that caused it to cross the goal line. The football goal size for a junior match goal is approximately half the size of an adult-sized match goal. Football goals were first described in England in the late 16th and early 17th centuries. In 1584 and 1602 respectively, John Norden and Richard Caref referred to goals in Cornish hurling. Caref described how goals were made. They pitch two bushes in the ground, some 8 or 10 foot asunder, and directly against them, 10 or 12 score off, other twain in like distance, which they term their goals. The first reference to scoring a goal is in John Day's play The Blind Beggar of Bethnal Green. Similarly, in a poem in 1613, Michael Drayton refers to, when the ball to throw, and drive it to the goal. In Squadrons forth they go. Solid crossbars were first introduced by the Sheffield rules. Football nets were invented by Liverpool engineer John Brodie in 1891. and they were a necessary help for discussions about whether or not a goal had been scored. 2 rectangular boxes are marked out on the pitch in front of each goal. The goal area into the pitch from the goal line, and the line joining these, i.e. they are a rectangle 6 yds by 20 yds. Goal kicks and any free kick by the defending team may be taken from anywhere in this area. Indirect free kicks awarded to the attacking team within the goal area are taken from the PO.